But that guy didn't fucking care. He didn't think that like fucking he'd kill somebody. He had no fucking remorse. And that's what these guys are all like. This guy just got caught. But they do this every day. They hit people, they crash into people, they cause accidents, casualties all the time. Since these immigrants started coming here, our truck insurance doubled up.
So do you have a message to the, what you call the Indian employers? Do you have a message? They're watching you right now. What do you say?
They should go back to their fucking country and stop fucking with mine. Straight up. You guys destroyed my fucking industry. You guys think you're doing well and you're successful because you're able to get trucks. Because you're charging fucking LMIA drivers fucking $40,000 to start. That's enough for a down payment for any fucking brand new truck. And then you guys pay them cents on the dollar, even if you fucking pay them. And also you guys neglect fucking maintenance. You guys are not smart business guys. You guys are not good for the industry. You guys are fucking everything up. And the government, I don't know why the fuck they allowed you guys to do this, but it's unacceptable. Now think, what if I came into your fucking country and did this bullshit? Would you like it? My name is Sunny. I've been a long haul trucker in Canada since I was 18. I'm 33 years old. I started off as a diesel and coach mechanic. Then I got into trucking because they explained the lifestyle to me, so I thought it'd be better for me. Well, they exploit the industry, right? Like, obviously, like these companies that are not paying their drivers are getting ahead and building up faster because 25% of your revenue goes to driver pay. They don't even care about maintenance. They'll let you go drive down the street with like bald tires and they'll make you do it because they're not paying you. I'm born here, so I'll tell them to go fuck themselves. I ain't going because I care about public safety because this is my country, right? But these other guys that their money is stuck 10, 15, 20,000, you have to consider an average driver makes about $7,000 to $8,000 a month. So you're looking at 100,000 take-home income. So we rely on that income, and most of us have housewives, and most of us have kids sitting at home. So we have to provide dual income. That's why people do it. Sometimes these Indian guys will say to me like, "Whoa, if I was born here, I would have my own trucking company. I would be really successful." Okay, yeah, sure. If I had it in my mind that I don't care about maintenance and I don't give a fuck to pay the drivers, I would have done it yesterday too. But I'm not a fucking thief. It's not in my nature. So they let these guys do it. And I blame the guys that let themselves get exploited because you're putting yourself in this situation too. Like these Indian companies, like sometimes like people come there and they get families. I tell them all the time, like, bro, don't work here because your kids are gonna go to the fucking road. So why is it worth it? And you guys are not operating safely. And another thing is like, yo, it's my country. I can't go nowhere else. If I hurt somebody, I have a consciousness, obviously. I don't want to do it regardless anyways, right? But these guys always have it in their head, like if it doesn't go well, then they could go back to their own country. So they already have that mindset. They don't care. Well, yeah, so like I'm born here. You could tell by the color of my skin, like my parents are Indian too. Sometimes people tell me to get the fuck out of my country, which is like the most insulting thing ever. I speak proper English. My communications are well. I'm born here. But like because they look at the color of my skin, they're like, oh, get out of my country. I understand what they're saying too, because like I feel the same way about them too, right? But it's like, why the fuck am I feeling racism now? Like it's so, like it sucks because like the same people I want to break bread and butter with and sit down and they're in my profession I want to talk to and work with, why am I getting judged and assaulted? Like I don't like this. I'm more of a fighter too. Like I'll tell you to come fight me. You want to fight me? Let's go. I'm from here. Like I understand the immigrants are fucked. I don't like them too. But why are you attacking me? I'm an innocent bystander. So tomorrow somebody could beat me up. Literally, there'd be 5 truckers at this truck stop. Just beat me up because they're frustrated about these fucking Indian drivers that wear flip-flops and drive and don't take things seriously. And they're going to beat me up. So now, is it their fault for not knowing I'm Canadian? Or is it my fault for, like, or is it my fault because I was born in an Indian family, but I'm Canadian? The guy that, with the Florida, that took the left turn and killed 3 people, that's fucking stupid too, because I was in a situation that my truck was breaking down, going down a hill in Arizona, and I wanted to fucking do that too, take a left turn, right? But I was like, yo, is it really worth it? Like, I was like, I knowingly thought about doing it, knowingly it's gonna be a hazard, right? And I thought about it. I was like, it's a hazard. It's a 1% chance. I'm not gonna take that risk. And I made a way to go up the hill and glide down because my engine fan wasn't working and my truck was overheating. So I made a very conscious decision, right? But that guy didn't fucking care. He didn't think that like fucking he'd kill somebody. He had no fucking remorse. And that's what these guys are all like. This guy just got caught. But they do this every day. They hit people, they crash into people, they cause accidents, casualties all the time. Since these immigrants started coming here, our truck insurance doubled up. You're not the victim, you're the symptom of being a victim. You're allowing these people to do this. Even like Indian people say this too. Punjabi ta Punjabi lai dushmani hunda ya. work for a proper company, work here properly, and learn the language and try to adapt to our fucking economy, adapt to our culture. If you want to adapt to our culture, why are you here? What if, like, the British ruled India before? You guys didn't like that. So now you think you guys could come here and try to rule Canada? What fault is that? When you guys came here as international students and applied for fucking business administration, nobody fucking promised you a PR. That wasn't part of the fucking plan. You guys came here to fucking study, but none of you guys do fucking study. You know this. I'm not good at school either, right? So you came here, now you're bitching that you didn't get your fucking PR because you applied for business administration. Okay, fine. You came here to study business administration. Why are you not in that field? Why are you not trying to find jobs for that? When you got your truck driving license, why don't you go be a dentist too then? So it's not like you guys are doing anything legit yourself. You guys are entitled. You guys are spoiled little brats from where the fuck you come from. Your parents never fucking said no to you or whatever the fuck it is. And you guys like lie all the time. You don't live a life of truth. You're very judgmental to other people. You're not good people yourself. Look in the fucking mirror. Do you think you would want your daughter to be with you? Do you think you're a good human being? You think you're trustworthy? You know the companies you work for are not going to pay you. You know this. Why the fuck are you guys paying these guys $40,000 to work? Brother, you're not going to make that in 3-4 years of trucking and savings. Even if everything is good, why are you supporting thieves? Why are you supporting bad people? I don't understand why you guys would think that. You guys are sitting with thieves and having dinner every day and you have no remorse for these guys. It's no different than sitting with pedophiles and rapists. In my opinion, bad people are bad people and you guys are supporting them. You're making these guys rich, thinking that you guys are going to be good, but you're not. How's it fucking working so far, huh? Tell me. You think it was a good fucking decision? And then you guys blame the country. Oh, I blame the country, it did this and that to me, da 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 da. Okay, brother, the country has faults. Doesn't yours? Why'd you come here then? You weren't happy with your own country, but now you come here and talk shit about mine? Like, go fuck yourself. Who do you think you are? I got my own problems in my own country. I'm allowed to say something. I'm born here. I have citizenship. I've been paying taxes. I don't have a fucking criminal record. I'm doing everything right. I never hurt nobody. I've been driving for a truck for 10 years. I never even ripped an e-log. I fucking did everything legitimately. I've never operated unsafe equipment. Who the fuck do you think you are? And now you want to cry and bitch and complain and shit because we're not letting you get away being a thief? Because you're working with thieves? Like, you're the problem. You're the problem. The LMI program should never have existed. I don't know why they even brought that in. They charge these guys they'll come from India, they were maybe farmers, maybe drove rickshaws, and they'll let them drive trucks. They'll make the drivers pay them like $40,000 to start working, which is ridiculous, because if I had to pay $40,000 to drive a truck, I'd do fucking something else. Why would I drive a truck? But then they pay them low mileage too, then they force them to fucking work, and then they dangle the fucking PER over their fucking head, and it's scary. For them, I don't know what it feels like personally, right? But driving a fucking semi-truck, you have to be mentally sane, sound. But if you are already in fear of losing your citizenship and not getting paid, you're already unsafe to operate going up down the road. Yeah, so the schools. So they like make it, they give you minimum training, they pay off the driving schools so you get your license and you can start working. But it's just an unfair practice on both parties that you should not do. But the thing that pisses me off the most is that if you're born here in Canada and you want to get a trucking job with a fresh license, it's harder for you to get a job than it is for immigrant, because insurance companies has an exception to hire immigrants because they weren't here, so it's not their fault. So it's easier for them to get their license and start working, and they get approved by the insurance company, which makes no sense, because the people that are born here like me, is it my fucking fault that I'm born here that I just got my driver's license? It goes for every career. You need experience, and people don't give you a chance if you don't experience. But for immigrants, they make an exception that they didn't. In India, from what I've heard, they don't even go over 40 kilometers an hour in their cars. It doesn't ever snow there, and people barely drive there. Canada and the US is much harder playing field. We got bridges, we got harsh climates, we have a lot of downgrades, we got a lot of uphills, and the mechanisms of trucks itself are very hard to understand. If you look at, like, let's say if you look at that truck right there, look at all the important components that go into that truck to operate safety. There's signs there that say that's a hazard. I think it's fire explosive or something. He also has a fire extinguisher at the back. These tires, you gotta check every single tire, make sure they're good. Sometimes the airbags are messed up. It takes you at least like an hour to inspect your equipment. You gotta open the hood every day to make sure your engine oil is good, your coolant level is good, your belts are fine. and you have to kick your tires every 3 to 4 hours. Most people don't do that. There's airlines in between that too. You have a small air leak could cause like a lot of fatal crashes too. So they don't understand the equipment itself. That takes the time. And I was a mechanic before, so I have more general knowledge than most. So we saw the Humble crash where the guy was hauling a B train, which is basically 2 flatbeds. And they split the 2 flatbeds into 2 because it could carry more gross weight. Tarping freight like on those flatbeds is hard, and also strapping those loads is hard. When I started off in dry van because that's how you're supposed to learn. The company that he worked for, I don't know why they started him off on that, because I'm saying from personal experience, there's no way in hell I could fucking do that in the fucking beginning, right? It's impossible. Right now I do car hauling. Car hauling is probably one of the hardest aspects of trucking, I think, right? It's up there. Tanker is hard too, and then there's livestock, which is a little bit harder, but flat deck is up there. They hired him with no experience, and the guy was looking back at the tarps, worried about the load securement the whole way, so he wasn't paying attention, and he crashed. The company, I think, is more at fault for hiring this guy to think it's even a fucking good idea. Because it makes no fucking sense. Would you give your fucking brand new fucking Ferrari to a 16-year-old? So why are you giving your tractor trailers to this guy? And he killed so many fucking people. But these companies are doing this. And that's just what was recorded, what was caught. And the guy had a lot of remorse. He was sad about the whole situation, right? So like, it's not really him because he came here, he wanted to like make money, this and that. It is his fault because he took like, he thought he could do more than he could, which you can't, right? So there's that. So the company itself is at fault. Our jobs are for us, brother. You have to like support us. It's unfair that you let immigrants come into the country and they have insurance exceptions to get employed right away. And then you let like, you know this, like you're not stupid. I'm pretty sure you're not stupid. You know all these schools are bogus. They're supplying like fake fucking documents, whatever the fuck. You know the LMI program did never benefit anybody. Like the government's not getting any money from it. If you guys are getting money from it, okay, sure, fine, whatever. Increases like our fucking GDP, right? But it's not, right? It's destroying our industry too. These like, there's probably like hundreds of trucking companies that aren't paying drivers. And they're gonna obviously win. They're gonna beat us all. They're slashing the rates and you guys are making industry look like it's not full of, it's for professionals, brother. Our industry is a very professional industry. Yes, it doesn't require like high school diplomas, this and that, but we're not stupid fucking people. We have to know a lot. We have to understand our equipment. We have to be mechanics at the same time. We have to understand roads, rules, and regulations all the time. We have to like figure out how to like survive in this economy and our environments. And we have to be good towards other people. These Indian drivers, brother, if you have a breakdown, you need help with this truck stop, they don't even help you. And 4 or 5 Canadians will all stand up and help you. They care. These guys are not good people. I don't want them here, to be honest. I want them gone. I want them out of here. I don't want them working my field. I don't want them to make a mockery of my country and my industry and making it difficult to people that deserve to live well. Why are we all suffering because of them?